Hi friends, I was going to go live on my YouTube, but I can't get the system to work right, so I'm going to be on Facebook instead. I'm going to turn the camera around so we can look at my desk. I tried, but my phone didn't like the direction that I had it set for, so oh well, that's how that's going to have to go. I'll have to figure that out later, because it wouldn't let me rotate my screen. So that's just how it goes. It's a busy Friday. I've got a funeral to go to, and so everything is kind of crazy. Kind of weird. Let me fix this a little bit. It's weird that it's looking that way. Bring this. Nope, that's not right either. What did I do that changed it so that you see all this stuff? I don't know. Maybe it's the camera. Nope, the camera's in the right place. I don't know why it's showing that bar. Strange equipment stuff. Huh. That is really weird. I wonder why that's looking at that. Gotta investigate. It wasn't like that before. Huh. Very weird. Hi, Susie Q. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that now. Wonder if I needed to turn it the other way. No, if I do it that way... Sorry. I was trying to mess with it to get it to work on YouTube, and so now I've got that stupid bar in my arm. Maybe I need to move it down a little bit. Let's move it down a little bit. Will that help? Ah, okay. That helps a little bit so you don't see that so much. Yeah, so I was going to make a simple card today, a SIP card. But I don't know if you saw this card that I made. I got this from Crafting with Maria. And it's got this little flip panel. Cute. Just a cute card. It's just a 4x4 size card. But it is pretty easy. But I don't know if you have any tree stamps, because this is a great one for tree stamps. But you could use, you could even use palm trees if you wanted to do something more light. But we are going to make a 11x14, and I just wanted to show people, if you don't know much about making cards, if you take a 8.5x11, and on the 11 side, line it up at 5.5, you can score it right through the middle. Okay. And then just turn it and cut at 4.25, and that will give you 2 card bases. So now I have 2 scored card bases, which I need 1 for my card today. And I need a piece. I'm using fresh freesia. I need it to be 4 1/8, which is the second mark from the 4. The first one is a 16th. The next one is an 8th. So that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/16, or 5 3/8. And that's how long that is. So that works out good. That's going to go on there. Skimpy border. And then I need a piece of white that is 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to need 2 of those because I'm going to need one for the inside too. Simple card, very simple. I made my own stencil out of just die cutting a circle out of acetate. So I've got 2 of those. So I cut a piece of acetate. This is, what size is this? This is 4 1/4 by 5 oh no, this is probably 6. 4 1/4 by 6. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, I couldn't get my camera to work on YouTube, my phone. It just kept telling me that I had the wrong direction, and it wouldn't let me rotate, and I had to I'd have to take all my system down to be able to change it. So, yeah. Problems. But that's okay. I'm coming on early today because I have a funeral to go to. So this base is 4 1/4 by 11. I am trying to figure out, Tracy, a 5 1/2 by 12 to do that card Maria did. So I'm working on that. Because it's not square, it doesn't work out the same, so you need more paper. So I haven't got that all figured out yet. So you've got your 11 by 4 1/4 scored at 5 1/2. You've got a piece of fresh freesia that's 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. You have a piece of white that's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to tape that down because we're going to do some ink blending. I know it's like, I'm just not good at technology, and I wanted to give it another try because the last time I did it, I mean, I didn't have any issues, but my system was set up differently. But it would not download for like 6 hours. And I don't know what I did wrong, but it did not work well. So I find that if I do just a video, it will download lickety-split. So, yeah, there's the challenge. So I'm lining this up. I want to have room to do stuff at the bottom. So I am going to just tape this acetate down. I make my own stencils just by this one. I just cut a circle out of. Yeah, my first one is the same size. Yep, it's the same size. So I am using, I've got some Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, Fresh Freesia, and Blackberry Bliss. The first color I'm going to work with is my Night of Navy. And my dark blue blending brush. I love my glass mat for this particular type of thing. Everything wants to fall off my desk. Okay, and then you start off on the side and then just lightly bring your blue in. You don't want to do heavy, but this I do want to get a darker blue, so if I do get it heavy, that's okay because I'm going to work on it, trying to get it a little darker. So I was telling Susie Q that this is a great card. It's like a silhouette kind of card. That's super easy, and to me it really says a lot. It could be a sympathy card. Of course, all I'm doing right now are thank you cards. A lot of those. I made a bunch of sympathy cards already, not with this, but with my favorite paper, that Winter Meadow, I think. Hi, Cindy. So I made a bunch of sympathy cards with the gray, with the deer in the background. Let's get this just a little bit darker. So this is what, when you hear somebody say they're making a SIP card, this is a SIP card. Stamps, ink, and paper. I'm not using any dyes. I am using this mask that I made myself, but that's it. Okay, I think that is good for the Night of Navy. Nice and dark. I'm doing just a little bit, about half the screen. Put that aside. That has to go back in my kit for tomorrow. Now I'm using, I have like 2 blending brushes for each color family. So I have a dark and a light for most of them. I don't wash them. So that's why I do that way. And I have washed them. But I also find that it takes like 3 or 4 days for it to dry. And I don't have that kind of patience. I forget that I have the puddle of ink right there. I don't need to go to my stamp pad. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. And the last color in this circle is going to be Fresh Freesia. And I'm going to use my light purple brush. I always start on the plastic or off the card mat. I'm just trying to get it so it doesn't have any harsh marks in it. So I'm going to take the dark purple out, make sure that I got that blended pretty well. I think so. Okay. We will put that aside. And I can take the tape off. There. So, I mean, that's all I did was do a die circle, cut that out. I like acetate better because, actually I'll leave that there for right moment. I like that better than just cardstock generally, especially for this kind of thing because I'm repeating steps, because it'll hold up better. Okay, black ink. I need my black ink and I need my stamp set. I'm used to using the Frosted Forest because I've just been thinking about Alaska when I look out my craft room and I just see all this snow. So that is what I'm thinking about all the time. Unfortunately for them, we have more snow. They have had warmer temperatures, but not warm enough that it would completely melt the snow. What it does is it turns the snow into our favorite thing, ice. You make your templates on your Cricut. It cuts acetate, doesn't it? I've got a Cricut. I really need to start using it more, and I keep telling myself that. I want to get this good and inked for the first impression. So I'm going to do that. And one more. Like that. Okay. I need to keep that out. So, where's my cleaning pad? There it is. I know when they had the paper sale, I bought every color family of 12 by 12 paper. So I would have that. I already had 12 by 12 white. So that was good. I'll keep that because I do need to use that again. This stamp set has birds, and it has 2 dies for birds, too. I don't need my dies. Why did I grab my die? Because I was talking about dies. Don't need dies today. Okay, bird. Bird, bird, bird. I didn't even show you guys my new desk when you came over Tuesday night. I like it. Okay, so we've got bird and bird. Oh my goodness. Boy, Cindy, you and Donna need to go take a Alaska cruise. I think you'd like that if the Senior Center ever offers that. And now, because I'm doing thank you cards, this stamp set has something for birthday in it. But I'm doing thank you. Thank you, thank you. Got a nice stack going. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm not going to do that. We're going to do the snow next before I put that word in. Because I may have too much ink in one spot and it won't look good. So I need my light blue. And of course, I've made my own templates for snow. I think it went like that. Yeah. So, made my own template. But I think I'm going to do it this way instead. But yeah, I really like this. I like this template. try that one. I don't want to do that way. I still want to do it this way, but no, maybe it's the other piece I want. Let's try the other piece. I want something with a little bit more bump to it. Is that enough? I think I need more though. Let's, I want here, but I can move this. I can move this. We're going to do it this way this time. To get a little bit more white. So Linda's going to come on Saturday. She's new. She comes to the senior center, but she is going to be coming tomorrow. I am going to do a little bit. I need to have this broke up a little bit. So let's do this. So she's coming tomorrow. Let's try that. Too much white. Still too much white. That's good. That is good. So I'm excited to see her. I know she's got her granddaughter with her. She has her on the weekends. And she takes care of her husband, who has a lot of health problems. So I'm glad she can come out. Thank you. So that is simple. I might add a little bit of ink around the edges, residual. Gosh, I need to ink this pad, but yeah, we know how that works. I'm not using the light blue, so that probably might be a nice, give me time to ink that up, and I'm not using it anytime soon, so. Okay, so there's that for your card front. Pretty easy. Well, you can go on more than one trip to Alaska. I know John would be totally willing to go to Alaska with me if I had a crafting cruise. Where's all my paper? Here it is. Okay. So I'm going to put this on here. I almost did Patty Bennett's Alaska cruise, but I thought that's a lot of money. I mean, because an Alaska cruise is more expensive. Not a lot more, but I thought about doing hers, which is this year, but I just decided not to because we just did it, and plus we're driving to Alaska this year, so don't need to do that. We'd rather drive. Let's see if we can get that down a little bit. Okay, tiny border. Oh, I forgot. Where is my Wink of Stella? Need Wink of Stella. Let me clean this block. Put some Wink of Stella on here. Move my stuff around. There's that. I always get too much on my block. You're coming. You're coming. There. Okay. Wow, that's some big blots. That was really juicy. A little more wet than I wanted, but that's okay. Need a baby wipe. Need to clean this all up because I'm making a mess. There we go. Let's get all the wink off. That really went. Woo! Okay. That really went. So, because that is damp, I'll put a piece of paper down. And I'm going to let that dry. That got a lot of it. It depends on if you're in a rush or not. I mean, you can get up there in 4 days, but you're doing, you know, like 16-hour day drives, which we don't want to do that. So, but a week is still probably 10-hour days. And when we did our motorcycle, we gave ourselves 2 weeks. Because that's a slower process because you got to get off the bike because you're just so tired and your head's killing you from having the helmet on and all that stuff. So, actually, I'm not going to do this in this. I'm going to do it in Night of Navy. So I think we're going to take a month. We'll probably drive up in a week. We'll camp. We've got our pop-up camper. No, that's light blue. We don't want to use that. Okay, what am I thinking? I'm looking for my tree. This is what I want. Yeah, so I mean a week to drive up. Do I want to... I love how this looks in blue. This tree looks great in blue. That's okay. We can turn the paper around. Try it again. Now let's press harder. Much better. Okay. Now my stencils, because I got to put more snow on, right? Close that up. We want to go around the state fair, which is the beginning of September. So we'll probably go at the end of August. That we haven't made any plans, so, which is not good, but we need to start like making reservations for Denali especially. Oh no, I don't want that way. I want it this way. Because I especially don't want, I want the mound more over this way. Denali, to stay like camp there, you definitely need to have your reservations in early. When we were there in 2017, we were there for 4 days, and that camp, that area was at full capacity the whole time we were there. So that's why you gotta make your reservations early. They did have a remote camp area that had no water or electricity, any of that kind of stuff. So that was available. But actual campsites that had water and electric were all full. That's why I did that early. Oh, that's pretty. I like how that turned out. Clean up, clean up, clean up. But yeah, it's definitely something we've wanted to do. So hopefully we'll get our act together and get reservations made, all that kind of good stuff. I'm going to put some more ink around this at any rate. But yeah, it's like I'm looking forward to that big trip. Driving is the best way to go because you will see so much more. I'm sure that when we go, we'll probably do the same boat ride we did from Homer to Seldovia, a little ferry ride. It doesn't take cars, just people. But yeah, we'll probably do that. I think we might do Homer or maybe Denali at the end of our trip. We may just drive down to Anchorage, Homer, do that area first, and then go back up, stay in Palmer where the state fair is, camp there, go to the state fair, and then just keep heading north and go to Denali. Okay, so I digress. So I think that should be dry. I was a little heavy-handed with that, but that's okay. I'll show you the other one I did because I splattered ink on that one. But I think I'd like Stella better, so that's what I did. There's that. This goes in the center. Yeah, I mean, our little camper, I probably could do it as a single person. You could probably manage it. But if I were a single person, I'd probably have a little camper van or something. It's just a little pop-up. It's soft-sided, so we can pull it with our motorcycle too. That's why we bought it, because we pulled it behind our motorcycle when we went up to Alaska. I know people were so amazed that a motorcycle could pull a pop-up camper, especially when you see it's like 14 feet long. And I need embellishments. So let us see. But yeah, we had a motorhome for a very short time. My parents gave us theirs, but it was such a gas hog. And at the time, I thought that's more expensive than just staying in a motel at the time. So, what do you think? I just like that. You could do like oranges and yellows and maybe a little bit of red and do a palm tree for like a tropical card. I think that would work really well too, but this is super easy. You just need to have a circle cut out so that you can do this spotlight with 3 different colors. I think that's really pretty. And let's see. So this was my first one, my first try. And I think the Wink of Stella definitely gives it more of a wow. Because I did the fresh freesia with my water pen and splashed that. And I thought, no, but I didn't put any embellishments on it, which I still need to do. So I got to do that. But yeah, I don't do very many simple cards. They usually always have something on them, you know, dies or something like that, or embossing, because I like embossing. But for some reason, I guess when I'm just looking out at all the snow, I felt like I really needed to, well, there's that one. That helps a little bit. But yeah, I definitely like the Wink of Stella better than just the ink splatter. So anyway, I'm going to have to figure out the whole YouTube thing, figure that out, get it straight. But I've got another card I need to make, so I'll put it on YouTube. So I will see you, Tracy, and Susie Q tomorrow. And it was good seeing Cindy on Tuesday night. So hopefully the weather isn't going to get too awful. I know it's supposed to snow. I've heard anywhere from 1 to 5 inches between today and tomorrow. I don't mind it, but I know people get freaked out when they get snow. So that could affect people coming to the card party. So I need to make one more set, but I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. So anyways, I will see y'all later. I mean, I definitely will see you guys all at the end of the month at my place for our team meeting. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Bye.